boom, here we go. Here is something. SM Pratt actually runs a forum called
Yes.
E4, where they
Yes.
talk about Pokemon, any interest as far as selling, any investment, or he gives a lot of good tips about it, right? And he
Hmm.
posted on his site that CGC employees were on multiple accounts shilling the Pokemon company, otherwise known as astroturfing. And if you didn't know what astroturfing is, it's basically putting down another company's name to
Hmm.
brand yours and look even higher, right? And
Yeah, essentially what they're doing is that they're creating just like random accounts and making it seem kind of grassroots in general. And then what they're doing is essentially just talking down upon PSA. That's pretty much what they're doing. Morally, it's just not okay.
mhm,
It's not a really great thing to do.
mhm.
I think as a company of that stature, like CGC is like their standard is grading comic books, but they're trying to make huge segue in regards to competing against Beckett and PSA because those are the actual standards
Mhm.
in regards to Pokemon. For
Mhm.
those of you guys who do not know who SM Pratt is, SM Pratt is one of the most intelligent and most knowledgeable person in regards to the whole Pokemon hobby.
Who lives in
He
his
has
grandma's
had
basement?
plenty, yes, but this guy has also had plenty, and I say plenty of Pikachu Illustrator cards come through his hands and
Oh my
pass over
gosh,
his hands.
unbelievable.
This guy is absolutely knowledgeable about what he's talking about. I
Mhm.
mean, when you think about it, I mean, you're talking about millions of dollars that just passed through his hands. So,
Yeah.
um,
Let's also talk about like how I kind of want to talk about like the circumstances behind it. So how they actually got caught is they were using the CGC email and the same IP address
yeah,
as the accounts they were using on the E forum. So with technology nowadays, you can't do stuff like that. You know, like people are gonna
yeah.
see who you are and who is this person talking down upon it, right?
I
So.
think it could have. I think someone could have got fired. I think it was probably someone that was running their social media platforms, and they were
Mhm,
like, "Okay, this is what you got to do.
mhm,
This, and that." Because like
mhm.
anyone could have multiple and run multiple Instagram accounts on their phone, right?
Right.
I think it had to do with it could have been one person, maybe two, who probably got a green light from someone above them in
Mhm,
regards to doing this.
mhm.
It's just not sneaky at all. It's not in good standing.
You do know CGC also came out with a statement, correct?
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yes, so I will cover that too. I actually made a template on it. So CGC, after seeing all this happen, came out with a statement, and I'll read it for you. We are aware of the trading card forum decided to ban CGC and its employees today. After researching the matter, CGC determined that two of its employees were making posts in this forum using their personal forum accounts for CGC internal network. These employees were not authorized to post CGC on behalf of CGC. CGC does not endorse any of this content. All employees of CGC affiliate companies have been reminded of our social media policies, which prohibits personal posts about our companies or competitors. And then basically they gave their email number and saying, if you have any more questions about this, please feel free to contact us. And it was posted by Max Spiegel, their SVP sales and marketing.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that was gonna happen. I mean, I didn't know what the relationship was in regards to green lighting this whole thing. And I guess whoever was in charge of the social media platforms were just doing it out of hand. I mean, I don't
That's
makes
pretty
sense.
good. They're doing
Yeah.
what's that called? Where you like damage control. That was quick damage control because
It was, but the thing is that once it's already out there, it's already out there. Like what type of blow did this do or cause to CGC, right? Like I know Charlie, Charlie, if you those of you guys who don't know who Charlie is, Charlie was someone who was in Ludkins, who still has really great standing with Ludkins. I still think he still works with
for
Ludkins,
sure.
but is at CGC right now.
He is
Um,
their super like one of their supervisors of that department.
I think so,
He's a
but in
high
regards,
position for it. High position.
yeah. Charlie's a great dude. He's very credible. In this whole space, I just think that it did leave or did give people a negative perception in regards to CGC, and I think it's going to stop people from going to CGC. Is it a great grading service right now? That I don't know. In my honest opinion, I think the grading service itself, um, I think that service itself needs to prove itself a little bit more. Shoot, I do love the fact that they are able to grade error cards. I think they do an outstanding job with that. Whereas,
Mm-hmm.
like if you were to send error cards to BGS, they kind of mark it down. But
Mm-hmm.
I know CGC does an absolutely phenomenal job with that. For me PSA and Beckett are the standard. PSA just offers way more services, so they that's what I stick to.
That's
But
good point. That's a really good point.
moving on, I just think that CGC, they're gonna mess up. Like anytime you start something new, there's gonna be bumps along the road, and I think eventually once they like clear things out and they start offering different stuff, and I think they'll be, I think they will be a force to reckon with if they keep the price points that they have, and if they get through grading a lot faster than everyone else.
Yeah. Also, I feel like the general stand between this topic is pretty split in half from what I'm seeing in social media. Like, another thing is like, don't base two people's mistake off a whole company. There's so many more people working there other than two people, and it would be unfair to just put a company down over a mistake by their company employees, you know. And I can see that if you're working for a company, you want to be passionate for who you work for. At least for me, if I'm working for a company and I'm not enjoying it there, I'm gonna leave. But if I do enjoy it, it's almost like a brother to me, right? So there's always that brother and sister that's gonna hype this company up. There's always that brother and sister that's gonna be super passionate about it, and maybe like, you know, I want us to do so well. The company I work for, I want us to do so well. So they make mistakes like talking bad about another company, which is really unfortunate. You sound like you want to say something about that.
No. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think that I mean it's a good grading service from what I'm seeing. I just think for me as someone who middlemans a lot of cards, I think it takes a lot for me to actually just say like, hey, I'm gonna start getting my cards graded by CGC. They need to develop their whole grading thing a little bit more. Probably offer a little bit more services. I love the fact that they are grading error cards the way they do. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. If they start offering a lot more different services, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, yes. What name one service that you would prefer? Just one thing before you say
grading error packs.
Error packs. I do see a lot of that.
And the reason why is just because of the fact that PSA they don't grade them, and I do have Hidden Fates error packs.
I know. That would be awesome though.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic if they start doing that. If they implemented their own case and they actually got error packs graded, I would actually send it to them because I do like the fact of having authenticity. And I mean, like PSA, they basically authenticated my packs were real and they weren't actually damaged through sun fading or anything of the sort. But I mean, it would be really, really nice to actually have them in case because that offers so many different avenues in regards to like trades, or using it for leverage of any sort with a cash and card sort of trade, or just sellability just goes up the roof in regards to doing that. So I think if they start doing that, that'd be absolutely phenomenal. I've talked to them. I mean, they're really quick.
They are
in regards to their social.
Instagram?
They're really quick. Yeah, through Instagram, they're absolutely phenomenal. So 100%. I just think that if they just keep up with what they're doing and just offer more services, then I would be ecstatic about that.
Yeah. There's a lot of upside to them. I'm pretty neutral about them also. There's a few things I would love for them to fix as far as centering wise. They did fix it a little bit better from left and right. It's centered, but they do center the whole print. Like the Gem Mint, the PSA 10, not PSA, number 10 or out of 10, whatever, the grading number. And they centered the whole thing. I would love to see the number actually centered in the box and then the type. Thank you for watching and coming by to my channel, Yizzy Pokemon. If you like my content, consider subscribing. It's free. And if you don't like my stuff later on, you can always unsubscribe too. Yeah, that's all we got. We'll see you later.